One of the approaches gaining attention in tackling today's climate crisis is called blue chemistry. Now, this refers to the attempt to indirectly adjust the balance between the atmosphere and the oceans. If geoengineering, directly manipulating Earth's systems, can be seen as surgery, then blue chemistry is more like changing one's constitution. Now, it's something that we all need to understand, but even the term itself already feels a little bit difficult, doesn't it? Hello, everyone. This is Culture Crunch's DJ Joel, and for today's Creme de la Creme, we'll be joined by someone who is raising awareness for the climate crisis through ocean-themed cinema. Now, before we meet them today, we are going to listen to a song. This is Blue by Taeyeon.
하얀 밤 아름답지만 또 차가운 밤 오늘 한 번만 다시 눈 맞춰줘 나를 좀 더 푸르게 번져가던 맘이 어느새 시들어버린 향기가 된 채 불러도 대답 없는 네 이름이 메아리처럼 울려. 넌 나의 블루 늘 그랬듯이 넌 나의 블루 그리움만 가득 채워 번져도 아름다워 사랑이라는 말 너를 닮은 그 말 여전해 나의 하루는 너로 가득한 미로 한 걸음씩 멀어지면 더 유난히 깊어지는 한숨 느리게 흘러가는 숨 사이로 네가 있을 것 같아. 넌 나의 블루 늘 그랬듯이 넌 나의 블루 그리움만 가득 채워 번져도 아름다워 사랑이라는 말 너를 닮은 그 말 사랑이라는 말 닿지 못할 그 말 잊을 수가 없는 온기 따스하던 그 기억에 울까 난 아직도 겁나 애써 괜찮은 척 안 되잖아 난 여전히 겁나 넌 나만 내 블루 늘 그랬듯이 넌 나만 내 블루 넌 나의 블루 넌 나의 블루 사랑이라는 말 너를 닮은 그 말 사랑이라는 말 닿지 못할 그 말 지나간 마음이란 건 잡을 수 없어.
If success is your goal, tune into Creme de la Creme as we learn the secrets from the top players in their respective fields. Now, today I am very excited to introduce the person we have on the show. So much excited, in fact, that I wore a very on-theme t-shirt today. Today, we're joined by the person leading the 8th Annual International Ocean Film Festival. We have the Executive Director, Jo Ha-na, joining us in the studio. Hello, nice to see you.
네, 감사합니다. 반갑습니다. Hello, everyone.
Yes, please introduce yourself to our Culture Crunch family a little bit.
Yes, hello, everyone. I'm Hannah Jo, the Executive Director of Korea International Ocean Film Festival.
Yes, and I am so excited. People that watch Culture Crunch also know I'm a huge fan of film festivals, so this is going to be a very exciting interview today. I wanted to get a little bit into what exactly the film festival that you work with actually entails. Now, I've heard that the International Ocean Film Festival is the only one of its kind here in Korea, correct? And that you yourself, as the executive director, actually personally founded it. So tell us a little bit about it.
되게 웃긴 생각에서 시작을 했는데 바다에서 바다 영화를 보면 멋지겠지라는 생각으로 해양영화제는 시작이 됐었어요. 그래서 2015년에 저희가 CNC 필름 페스티벌이라는 그런 기본 준비를 했었는데 반응이 너무 좋은 거예요. 사실 그때 바닷가에서 어떤 행사를 하고 있었거든요. 그런데 이제 무대가 밤에 남아서 이 무대에서 뭐를 하면 좋을까라는 생각을 하다가 영화를 틀면 어때? 근데 기왕이면 바다 관련된 영화면 정말 좋겠다라고 시작을 했는데 3년을 굉장히 좋은 피드백을 받았어요. 그래서 우리도 영화제를 만들 수 있지 않을까라는 생각에 저희가 부산시에 오퍼를 넣었고 그게 받아들여져서 2018년 국제해양영화제라는 이름으로 1회를 시작했고요. 그리고 지금 2025년이니까 10년 정도 영화제 일을 한 것 같아요.
Wow, okay. So a very interesting story about how this started. Now, Cho Ha-na did say, of course, that it kind of came out of the idea of sort of creating a film festival, like what happens if we were to watch movies by the sea? And that it originally started, the precursor of this started in 2015 as the C&C Film Festival, and that the reactions were so good that the whole team decided that we could also do a film festival like this as well. So that's how they ended up creating the International Ocean Film Festival, the first being held in 2018. Of course, now that means that up until this point, they're almost at 10 years of creating film festivals centered around the ocean. Now, it certainly is a very unique concept when you first started with this film festival, but it does garner a lot of respect, I feel, especially in today's world where the environment is certainly very important. Now, you've already reached your 8th edition, of course. I imagine that the festival itself has probably gone through lots and lots of changes over the years. And you did explain that it's watching movies by the sea, but what kind of movies are, kind of shown here? What's the on theme when it comes to this film festival?
이름 그대로 국제해양영화제니까요. 세계에서 만들어진 바다를 주제로 하는 영화는 다 상영을 한다라고 보시면 됩니다. 앞서 말씀하셨던 그런 기후 환경을 다루는 작품에서부터 그리고 바닷가에서 그들의 문화를 지키면서 살아가는 사람들의 이야기 그리고 서핑이나 세일링 같이 레저 스포츠를 통해서 바다와 교감하는 사람들의 이야기 그리고 바닷가를 배경으로 펼쳐지는 사랑 이야기까지 저희가 확장을 계속해서 하고 있는데요. 그 바다를 주제로 하거나 바다를 배경으로 하고 있는 작품들은 모두 다 저희 영화제에서 상영할 수 있는 작품이라고 보시면 될 것 같습니다.
Right. Okay. So it seems like that the subject matter of these movies is very dynamic, and there's different kinds. So Ha-na did say that, of course, obviously, one of the very important things is environmental crises, environmental change, and how it affects the ocean. But every single movie is tied to the concept of the ocean. But it doesn't just sit at environmental crises or environmental change, but also reflects people and subject matter that kind of relate to the ocean, such as surfing or people that find their livelihoods through the sea, movies based on these. So basically, if it's tied to the ocean, then it has a chance to be shown at this film festival. So definitely, I do think it is a very important thing because, if you really think about it, all life is tied to the ocean. So it is very important to raise awareness for this. Now, of course, you see here that it did run in June for 4 days under the theme of where the sea touches us. What exactly does that mean, though?
일단 저희 영화제에 그 소설가 한 분이 계세요. 그분이 이제 주제를 좀 담당을 하시는데 올해는 이제 파도가 해안에 닿듯이 그 사람과 바다가 만나는 지점에서 담아낸 여러 가지 이야기들을 좀 선보인다라는 생각에서 주제를 정했는데 그 해양영화제니까 당연히 바다를 다룬 작품들이 많잖아요.
네네네.
그런데 바다를 보기 위해서는 저희가 바다로 가야 하지만 스크린에 가득한 바다를 통해서 극장에서 바다를 만날 수 있게 저희가 다가간다라는 의미도 좀 담아봤습니다.
Wow, okay. So Ha-na did say that, of course, there are a variety of writers that come up with these very interesting concepts and titles for these international film festivals, but the important part is that the sea is a symbol of connection. It's not just to people or to fish, but to everything. So people, society, whole societies are built on the ocean, of course. And the environment, life, imagination, the sea, kind of gives birth to many different aspects of all life on Earth. Certainly very, very important. And I'm looking here. Wow, you guys have quite the interesting setup here as well. Like, look at
Right.
some of these pictures on the monitor. You have a whole atmosphere that is very unique.
I try to set up a sea at the theater,
Right.
so that's why we use a lot of lighting systems and as well.
Right, yeah, no, I
Yeah.
mean, looking at it, it's very beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm definitely going to be going next year as an advocate for movies, but also for the environment and for the ocean as well. You did mention earlier that, of course, you cover many, many different themes and subject matter when it comes to the movies that are shown here. But the theme itself has evolved a lot as well over the years, you would say?
그 처음에 저희가 영화제를 시작했을 2018년도 당시에는 그 해양 문제에 대한 그런 awareness가 없었어요, 사람들이. 그렇기 때문에 저희도 해양 환경에 대한 인식을 만들기 위해서 만든 영화제라기보다는 저희는 바다에서 태어난 사람들이고, 네, 왜냐하면 저 경상도 부산에서 태어나고 자랐기 때문에
부산 사람이시군요.
그래서 올해는 바다에서 쭉 살았고 이 바다의 이야기를 전할 수 있는 아름다운 영화제를 만들어 보자로 시작을 했는데 저희가 해외 영화제 이제를 보고 있었어요. 작품을 선정하기 위해서. 그러다 보니까 그때 당시에는 그 오션 플라스틱이 굉장한 이슈였어요. 굉장히 많은 작품들이 그런 작품들을 다루고 있었기 때문에 저희가 간과할 수 없더라고요. 그리고 가장 첫 번째로 사람들에게 강인이 된 저희 상영 작품이 그 거북이 코에 빨대가 꼬여 있는 작품 혹시 기억나시는지 모르겠어요. 그 이미지 때문에 사람들이 빨대 쓰면 안 돼 이런 얘기를 했었거든요. 그게 바로 린다 부커 감독의 스트라란 작품이고 저희가 상영을 했었어요. 그리고 그 다음번 영화제 때 그 데니스 블라키르 감독의 Under Thin Ice라는 작품을 저희가 오프닝 필름으로 상영을 했는데 그게 캐나다 북부의 빙하가 녹으면서 일어나는 자연의 다른 현상들을 담은 작품이거든요. 그러다 보니까 관객들이 그 캠프가 너무 얼음이 녹아서 일주일도 버티지 못하는 환경도 보고 그리고 북극곰이 막 빙하를 타고 올라가야 되는데 빙하가 너무 없어서 못 올라가고 미끄러지는 그런 안타까운 장면들을 보면서 저희 영화제가 너무 환경에 집중되는 임팩트가 컸던 거예요. 그래서 이제 좀 영화제 본질이 바뀌는 것 같다라는 생각이 들어서 우리가 이제 개막장만은 꼭 사람과 바다가 함께 어우러지는 작품들을 좀 골라보자라고 해서 좀 여러 가지 노력을 하고 있습니다.
Right, the beauty of the ocean is of course something to highlight as well. Okay, so Ha-na did say that when it first started, of course the concept of oceans in particular, the biggest thing at that time was certainly the environmental impact, and she highlighted a few films that really had a big impact. Now back then in 2018, around there was a very viral photo that went viral with a turtle with a big straw in its nose. Of course, I remember that as well. And that there was the movie being shown there called Straw, which highlighted this. And another movie the next year called Under Thin Ice, which highlighted in Canada the melting glaciers and the environmental impact that it held. But that as time went on, of course, highlighting environmental impact is very important. But as a person from Busan herself, she also wanted to also highlight the beauty of the ocean and just how much beauty it really has. And to be able to show that through film was definitely something that she wanted to focus on. So that they're kind of moving in that direction while also keeping environmental crises in focus as well. Now, how many countries and films actually participate in this film festival? Because I'd imagine that it's getting bigger and bigger every year, correct?
네. 그 올해는 이제 10개국에서 34작품의 작품들이 상영이 됐었어요. 그래서 많은 분들이 또 즐거워하셨고 좋아하셨는데 이게 저희 지금 트레일러 보시는 거거든요.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, you know, I think I'm looking at this trailer here, and I myself am not from near the ocean, but definitely this is something that I can relate to. Now, Ha-na did say that 10 different countries, 34 different films were included in this particular film festival, and we are seeing here at the Korean International Ocean Film Festival some of the trailers for the different movies that were shown. And impactful, very much so, I think, because, you know, the ocean, you know, is a backdrop for many things, but you never always look back and actually appreciate it. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes the ocean is just a backdrop and that's it.
Exactly.
Right. So it's important to highlight that the ocean is a character in itself, I feel,
right.
you know, in these particular movies. So the highlight of any film festival, though, correct, right, is the opening films. Now, what kind of films really were introduced during this film festival that you really want to look at?
지금 이 트레일러 아마 보신 분들은 아실 텐데 해양영화제 하면 떠오르는 그런 다큐멘터리 같은 작품들 외에도 이 바다를 배경으로 하는 여러 가지 작품들이 있어요.
네네.
물론 지금 와일드 오프 같은 경우에서는 이 해양 쓰레기를 담은 그런 해결책을 담은 작품이지만 앞서 뭐 여러 가지 보셨던 작품들은 뭐 어촌 마을에서 일어나는 이야기 그리고 바닷가로 펼쳐지는 사랑 이야기 정말 바다는 사실 아까 그 백드롭이다라고 얘기는 하셨는데
네.
백드롭이기 때문에 아름다울 때도 있고요.
네네.
그 메인 주인공이라서 아름다울 때도 있거든요. 정말 바다가 가진 여러 가지 모습들을 담은 작품들을 저희가 담으려고 좀 다양한 장르로 선정을 했습니다.
Right. I definitely seems that way. Ha-na did say, of course, that there are many documentary type films that are shown here, but it's not all tied strictly to documentaries, but also films with storylines, whether it be love, whether it be any variety of different subjects, as long as it ties to the ocean, which many of these films do. And that, you know, there are, I did say earlier that the ocean is a character. But there are times when it's a main character, the main character, or even just a backdrop. But it's always like an always present force in all of these films. And I'm looking at some of these trailers here, and some of the movies, the cinematography is like, you know, movie type cinematography, while others are documentary type. So I feel like you get a good mix of everything that.
노력하고 있습니다.
Right. Oh, and I'm loving this because I'm definitely going next year. I promise you.
Definitely.
Definitely. So what was the audience's reception to a lot of these movies, and was there a particular film do you feel that maybe drew the most attention?
아마 개막작이 저희는 항상 주목을 받는
네네.
작품이에요. 그래서 그 개막작을 선정할 때 가장 많은 공을 들이기로 하는데요.
Right.
올해 개막작은 그 칠레 출신의 이그나시오 워커, 데니스 아르케로스 감독의 작품
Okay.
Her Shark Story라는 작품입니다.
Oh, okay.
이게 고래상어, 그러니까 웨일 샤크를 보호하는 일을 하는 소피아 그린이라는 여성 해양학자의 이야기를 다룬 다큐멘터리인데요.
Right.
그 아버지가 같은 오션 바이올리지스트였어요.
Oh, really?
그래서
Okay.
아빠 때문에 바다로 가서 바다를 배운 딸이 성장을 해서 아빠와 같은 일을 한다라는 지점들이 그 많은 한국 관객들에게 좀 그러니까 뭐라 그럴까요? 동질감을 느끼셨던 것 같고요. 그리고 부녀가 함께 지키고 싶어하는 이 바다 생물이 고래상어거든요. 이게 굉장히 큰 생물이잖아요.
Right.
그래서 그 고래상어의 이 작은 인간이 이 커다란 고래상어를 지키기 위해서 하는 노력들이 커다란 스크린에 담기면서 이 관객분들이 아주 좋아하셨던 것 같아요. 제가 뭐 저희 영화제 외에도 역번의 그 스페셜 스크리닝을 통해서 선보이고 있는데 그 보여질 때마다 많은 분들이 좋아하셨어요.
근데 특히 한국 사람들 그럴 것 같아요. 같은 일도 하고 아버지처럼.
맞아요, father daughter.
Right, father daughter. Okay, so Ha-na did say that probably the one that had the most reaction would be Her Shark Story, a story from Chile, actually, a whale shark protection movie based on the concept of whale shark protection, which of course they are, required. It's something that needs to be done. On the story of a daughter who works as a marine biologist, much like her father, in an effort to protect whale sharks. And that the Korean people really resonated well with this because I think, the father-mother concept that they have going on in the movie is something that a lot of Korean people can really connect with a lot. So the reaction was very good and that, working hard to continue to promote a movie like this.
And even director really loved it because
Yeah.
that was the first time he see his movie with a huge screen because our screen was kind of enormous at the time. So
No, we
he
did
really
see,
pleased. Yeah, he was really happy about that too.
Right. Okay. I mean, it must be a very good experience for everybody all around. Now, you as an executive director, was there a film, in your personal opinion, everyone has different tastes, right, that stood out to you in particular?
제가 좋아하는 작품은 그 박이용 감독님의 아침바다 갈매기는이라는 작품을 좀 소개해드리고 싶었어요.
Okay.
그 왜냐하면 이 아침바다 갈매기는이라는 한국 타이틀이 It got my intention because it's not proper sentence.
Right.
아침바다 갈매기는 약간 뭔가 더 있어야 될 것
Right.
같잖아요.
그 뒤에 뭐 나오나?
네, 맞아요. 제목에 주는 호기심도 있었고,
Right.
그리고 우리 어촌이 맞이하고 있는 문제들을 다 담은 작품이에요.
네.
그 청년 소멸. 청년이 없고 외국인 며느리가 있고
네네.
그리고 이제 남겨진 노인들이 지키는 바다 그 거기서 생기는 갈등들이 다 담겨져 있는데 절대 가볍거나 무겁지 않게 굉장히 위트 있게 잘 풀어낸 작품이라고 생각을 했고요.
네네.
그리고 이 영화의 메인 키워드는 보험 사기예요.
보험 사기?
네네.
Insurance fraud.
예. 그 보험 사기 이야기인데 그 이야기를 통해서 어떻게 보면은 해양 범죄 스릴러 아니냐라는 이야기를 저희가 했었는데
네.
그 윤주상 배우님이나 그 양희경 배우님처럼 베테랑 배우님들이 끌어가는 감정선들이 너무 좋아요. 그래서 흥미있게 보다 보면 영화 한 편이 끝나 있지만 우리 어촌이 맞이한 이 현실들을 직면하고 이해하게 되는 그런 작품이라고 생각을 해서 저는 개인적으로 굉장히 좋아하는 작품이었습니다.
저도 한번 봐야겠다.
네.
너무 재밌을 것 같아요.
재밌어요,
이렇게
정말.
설명해
네.
주시니까. Alright, so Hana did say that the best movie the one that she wants to recommend, I guess you could say, would be The Land of the Morning Calm. Now, this is kind of a movie that highlights a lot of the different. A lot of the different issues surrounding the sea, but in a very unique way, because she did say that first of all, the title, it doesn't seem, in Korean rather, it does not seem to be a complete sentence, so it really caught her attention a lot. But while highlighting all of these different things, she kind of wanted to I guess you could say, put emphasis on the idea of 보험 사기 or insurance scams, which insurance scams on the high seas, something that was very interesting, and that the actual actors in the movie it was very impactful to her, and that she really definitely wanted to recommend this as well. Now the international. The international audiences, the international markets for movie festivals, it has certainly been growing. But I want to know, what about the international response to something like this?
이 작품은 뭐 부산국제영화제에서도 상을 많이 받았고 저희가 상영되는 작품들 역시 해외에서 반응이 좋은 것들을 가지고 오기 때문에 당연히 궁금해하고 좋아하는 것 같아요. 그리고 저희 타이틀이 코리아 인터내셔널 오션 필름 페스티벌이잖아요.
Right.
원 앤 온리거든요. 아직은.
One and only.
예, 원 앤 온리거든요. 아직은. 그렇기 때문에 그 저희 사이즈에 구애받지 않고 외국에서는 편견 없이 정말 좋은 일을 하는구나. 너네 영화제 굉장히 특색 있다라고 좋아해 주시는 것 같아요.
Well, no, I totally agree. I mean, so Hana says that, of course, the reaction has been very good, and puts emphasis that this type of film festival, she's responsible for creating the one and only one in the entire world. So, like in this particular sense, so that
Actually, not entire world, in Korea.
Oh, in Korea, sorry. Yeah, in Korea, sorry. But that the reaction has been great, and to have this here in Korea is gaining a lot of respect, particularly from international communities where concentration on environmental issues and the ocean seems to be something very, very big. We have a comment here, a nice comment section in regards to the movie that you just mentioned. We have Jin Lee Inner Peace saying 아침바다 갈매기 정말 보고 싶네요. Same thought as me. I of course want to see it. Yeah. No, I'm definitely going to look it up for sure. Now, the international response has been, of course, growing as well, and that in Korea it is starting to become more known, especially now that you're here on our show on Culture Crunch. You get the opportunity to talk about it a little bit. Now, you briefly mentioned earlier that you planned to you founded this festival, and it's been 10 years since you started this, correct? And that's quite a long time for running a film festival like this. How does it feel looking back on all of your accomplishments and how big it has gotten in the last 10 years? How it's evolved, rather.
그 아까 처음에 만들 때부터도 좀 재미있는 컨셉이었고 제가 영화를 전공한 사람도 아닌데 이런 영화제를 만들어야 되나라는 생각도 들었지만 어쨌든 저는 컨텐츠를 만드는 사람이었고 그래서 괜찮을 것 같아라고 시작을 해서 겁 없이 시작을 했던 것 같아요. 사실 몰라서 이렇게 해도 되나. 그래서 저희 지금 프로그래머들의 구성도 굉장히 특이해요. 소설가도 있고 영화 평론가도 있고 그리고 해양 문화를 전공했던 박사도 있고 그래서 이 꼭 영화 자체를 그런 작품의 뭘 퀄리티로 이밸류에이트 한다기보다는 작품 속에 담긴 메시지로 전달하는 게 저희 영화제의 차이점이라고 생각을 해요. 그래서 굉장히 우여곡절을 겪으면서
네네.
성장시켜 왔거든요. 그래서 어떻게 이렇게까지 해왔지? 이렇게 이번 방송을 계기로 돌아보니까 제가 정말 겁이 없었더라고요.
맞아요, 맞아요. So Hana did say that she didn't actually major in film, so this was something that was completely a different type of, road to go down, correct? And that one of the unique things about this particular film festival is that all the programmers come from a variety of different fields, whether they be writers or just all of these different types of jobs all coming together for this with the same shared appreciation of the ocean. And that looking back on it like this, it's something that she feels like she had a lot of courage at the time. Now, looking back at the first edition ever of this, did you imagine that it would go this far and that it would grow this much over the years?
지금 첫 번째 영화제 사진을 보는데 이게 혹시 이 호텔 이름을 얘기되는지 모르겠는데 그 부산에 아난티라는 굉장히 멋진 호텔이 있어요.
Okay.
그 호텔에 있는 야외 잔디가 그 바다가 너무 멋지게 보이는 거예요. 그러니까 그 장소를 섭외하기 위해서 굉장히 많은 노력을 했어요. 그 성공을 했어요. 그래서 저희 1회 영화제는 제가 3년간의 바닷가에서 경험을 쌓아서 1회 영화제는 진짜 멋질 거라고 생각했었는데 이때 제 몰골이 말이 아니잖아요. 비가 완전 pouring down을 해서 엄청나게 내렸어요.
Right.
저기서 호주에서 또 감독님도 너무 당황해하시고 저희 통역하는 친구도 엄청 힘들었었지만 그 3박 4일의 기억이 너무 끔찍했지만 잘 성장했어요.
Well, everyone looks like they're having a good time, though. So, okay, so Hana did say that in order to get, for the first festival, they had to get an outdoor venue at a particular hotel, and that they tried so hard to get this. And that it's definitely a very interesting story because while conducting these various interviews and stuff, it started to pour rain. So not only the translator, but the people involved with the films and everybody in general had a little bit of a hard time with the first one. It's a very good memory, I feel, though, because but it's very on theme, though. The theme of water. It's raining at the.
그렇게 얘기했던 것 같아요.
Of course. Definitely. So you have so many different interesting things to go on, and and you have such good experiences. I'm wondering how this is going to certainly reflect in your life graph. So we're almost out of time to draw your life graph. So while you draw your life graph, we're definitely going to listen to a song. We're going to listen to 우릴 머금던 바다, or We Were Held by the Sea by Cheese, and we'll be right back.
널 생각하는 게 편해 이제는 널
All right, you guys are listening to Culture Crunch here on Arirang Radio and TV right now. Today we are joined by a very fascinating guest. Of course, we have the executive director of the Korea's only international ocean film festival. And we're leading on to the 8th generation. We are joined by Cho Ha-na today, of course. Now, while preparing for today's interview, I found something very interesting, and I did briefly mention it during a song break, but you mentioned that your major was not in film whatsoever.
No.
It was actually, you studied traditional Korean music?
Yes, I majored gayageum, the traditional instrument with the 12 strings.
Wow, yeah. No, we've talked about the gayageum a lot here, of course, on the on our show. But it seems to be completely on the opposite direction of what you
never
do
know.
now. You never
you
know.
never know how the life will be.
Yeah, you always say 인생은 잘 모르네요, 그렇죠?
맞아요.
Right. So let's go ahead and just jump straight into your life graph, because I feel
All
like
right.
all of these these different things that you've done in your life is going to reflect heavily. So start at 0 and go all the way till now, and please explain your life graph to us.
All right, from 0 to 21, I thought just living a normal life.
Okay.
Just Korean kids, study hard, listen to mom, whatever she said.
Right.
And then from 21, I decided to go to United States for study English.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that's the big part of my, that brought me a lot of changes into my life.
Right,
Because
right.
that was the only time that my mom wasn't around me. Before that, never happened.
Right, right,
so,
right.
21, then I spent like several years in the States, and I came back to Korea.
Okay.
And I got a job in broadcasting station as
Oh,
a
you did?
TV reporter.
Really?
Yes, I did.
Were you working as an English broadcaster?
No,
by
no,
chance?
that was Korean broadcasting station.
wow, okay.
So unfortunately, I wasn't very good. So I decided to get married when I was 25.
Okay.
So probably this is the point that I starting to dropping a little bit. And then, yeah, giving birth to children.
Right.
And then I decided to go back to my career. And then actually I never lost my career because of the pregnancy and child raising, because I only took a month and 2 months for maternity leave.
Oh, okay, okay.
I just get back to work right after that.
Right back to work.
Yes.
Okay.
And then 29, I decided to, luckily I was chosen for the English radio station producer, which was
Really?
established in Busan for the
Okay.
first time. So that was happiest moment of my life.
Really?
'Cause,
Really?
Yeah, becoming producer was my entire dream, especially radio.
Well, you know what? I knew there was a reason why you felt so comfortable here today. This is not new to you.
No, but I'm more comfortable back there,
Right.
not here.
Okay.
Yes. So I was happy, but working mom is always difficult,
course, yeah.
especially having 2 children. So my life was just like, Then 35, I decided to quit
Uh-huh.
because focusing on the raising children.
Right, right.
But it turned to I'm not the type of mother. So I realized that. So I started my own business from
30, is that 35?
at the same, almost at the same time.
Okay.
Because like full time working at a radio station was not a good job for a mother.
Of course. The
So-
hours can be rough,
Yes.
you know.
So I thought if I have my own company, that it might be changing a little bit, but it wasn't. That was worst. No holiday from that.
Of course.
No vacation. So it's a little bit going up,
Okay.
and a lot of happening with the development. Setting up the film festival and running my own business, which is event company.
Okay.
So spending hard time, but living okay. But my new turning point is 35. Because my children went to college.
Freedom.
Finally. So you see my graph is going up.
Ooh.
You never know how much will go up.
You know what? I
Because I'm
think-
so expecting on it.
Right. I mean, it seems like I mean, we covered it, but you said that you started at gayageum and you're now an executive director for a film festival here in Korea, of course. But and in between, you've done everything. You've worked as a program director for a radio show in Busan. And do you feel like that you working at the broadcasting station though, down in Busan? Do you feel like that sort of helped? a little bit about working, what you do now, and how was your experience working there? Do you enjoy it?
Oh, I loved it. I really enjoyed it. For the TV work, I found out that I thought, I was quite talented to speak in front of people, but that is the moment that I wasn't. I realized that, I'm not that talented.
Right.
So I'm more focused on a making program, which helped me really a lot for selecting films and set up a festival as well.
Right. So it did
Same
help.
things,
Right.
it's same things. So, well, definitely helped me a lot because, working in a broadcasting, you have a lot of chance to meet various kinds of people.
Of course, yeah. Even like today, we're meeting people you would never meet otherwise.
Right. Those people helped me to do very new things.
Right.
So still, I really thank for my old experience that I had.
I don't know if you noticed, but your professional broadcaster is coming out because without me even noticing, you're using English now.
Oh, right.
You just switch suddenly. So it's the professional broadcaster, yeah, I'd say for sure. So definitely you say that being a broadcaster certainly helped in your planning and working with your own business as well, and with your film festival, of course, as well.
Right.
Wow, so I must say, you have led a very interesting life. You've done just about everything. It's certainly very dynamic, and
it is.
you've done a lot of different things, and I think maybe that's why it certainly is a big aspect of why you have such a unique and successful work with your international film festival, definitely.
It's hard to say I'm succeed, but I'm trying to be better every year.
Well, you know what? Every year, the awareness goes up. More and more people are going to come and watch, and as the awareness goes up, you get bigger and bigger films, more and more films. Eventually, you're going to have you're not going to be able to show all the films because there are going to be so many. So it certainly is very diverse, the life that you have lived, of course, so far. But I do have a quick question. I want to go back a little bit into the film festival. We do have a question that is very interesting as well. Now, film festivals, they're not just films. There's other things that happen there as well. June in our comment section is asking, beyond screenings, you also include guest talks, music, and interactive booths as well. How important are these side programs, in your opinion, as the director, to connecting the issues and the concept of the ocean with viewers?
All right. So, when I was young, there's not many opportunity to watch films beside of going to the theater. But these days, there are too many options with the OTT and the YouTubes and so many things. So people would not come out and watch film at the theater.
Right.
But my job and my mission is to make them come to theater and watch film. So that is why we need one more, kick or we say 미끼 bait.
Right.
To make them come, whatever it is. It could be a celebrity or side event, just the music talk. And also guest visited one of the really big bait for the audience.
Right.
Because, they have so many chance to watch films, but there are not many chance to talk with the directors and actor and actress.
Right, of course.
So that is a big bait for me, to make them come and watch films. And after watching film, they kind of feel something different inside of their heart. So I would like to give those experience to the audience, just like I did. Because ever since I started my film festival, I really changed my lifestyle as well, and also mission for my life as well.
Right.
So just like I did, I would like to give those same experience to the audience.
Right.
Even though I use a lot of big bait. And next year, Joel could be another bait for me.
Oh, you know what? Call me anytime. First of all, I'm going to go just to watch the movies, you know what I mean? But it certainly is interesting. And with so many interactive ways to kind of be exposed to the concepts and the subject matter of movies like this, definitely, do you feel, though, that having those extra things certainly is helpful in your personal opinion, as the director, executive director?
Yes.
Okay, so I mean, definitely very, very important. Not just movies, but the whole experience. A movie, you would say, I would agree, a film festival is not just movies. It's an experience.
And festival.
Right, and
you have
it's
to
a
enjoy
festival.
it.
Yeah, it's got to be festive, and then that's why I think the culture of film festivals has grown so much. You know what I mean? Like I definitely feel that as well, going to film festivals myself as well. So, I have like a few more things that I was really wondering. And that is with this particular film festival, you are yourself a person as well. Now, I wanted to go back and ask you a little bit about, Korea Ocean Films. It is an international film festival, but there must be a representative work from Korea that you would want to recommend maybe to international audiences, right? That played at your film festival. Is there any film, a Korean film, that you're looking at as something that you would really suggest international films or audiences should watch?
That was our last year's screening. That the Korean title is 고래와나, and produced by SBS.
Oh, okay.
And narrated by Han Ji-min and Park Hae-soo 배우님.
Oh,
네.
okay, yeah.
So got intentions already, right?
Mm-hmm.
근데 이게 이제 고래 이야기거든요.
고래.
They took 7 years for production and
Right.
visited 20 and 30 countries. They said the half of the like looking at the globe, when you divide it into two,
Right.
half is for human being and the other half is controlled by the whale.
Of course, yes.
So that is why they are more focused on how whales' life is, because facing with a lot of difficulty due to the climate changes and all the pollutions in the ocean, so their life has been changed as well.
Right.
So they try to figure out what made them go decrease their rate,
Okay.
number of their
Right. The population.
population.
Yeah.
So it's a very interesting film, and especially as you just mentioned it, putting camera into the water, has to be spending a lot of
It's not
money.
cheap.
No, so this kind of huge project couldn't be happen all the time. So since they put a lot of effort into it, and even they already received a lot of awards from international festival.
Right.
So, but not many people hasn't seen that yet. So I would like to give another encouragement and.
Right, like it's a
홍보.
suggestion. Yeah, 홍보, like
Suggestion.
promote it.
Yeah,
Well, you
promote
definitely
it to
came
watch
to the
this
right
film
place.
again.
Yeah, you came to the right place definitely because of course Arirang goes all over the world, so like everyone will have the opportunity to learn about this film. So 고래와나 or Whale and I, and if you saw, we saw a brief trailer of it. Now it is certainly a very high quality production and. Chasing whales and going underwater and shooting and swimming with whales is not cheap. But I think that the hard work and the effort, like you said, it certainly is reflected very heavily in the quality of the project. And I agree with you when I say that, whales and the ecosystem of the oceans and sharing this world with whales and the rest of the sea life is something really important that you have to look forward to. So I must say that today's interview has really piqued my interest, reignited, I guess you could say, my interest in the ocean. Because every time I go to Busan or Jeju or somewhere near the ocean, I'm always like, I want to feel more connected to it, but what's a good way? But going to a film festival like this, I feel like would be a perfect way to really connect a little bit more with the ocean, especially if you're not particularly familiar with it. So it's really fascinating to me. So I definitely, you found a fan in me today, I must say. Okay, so we are, of course, conducting a very fascinating interview today with the executive director of the film festival, Jo Ha-na. Now, we are going to take a quick listen to our listener's guide and come back before some more questions. Catch Culture Crunch on Arirang Radio at 11 a.m. KST every day. You can listen to our show via the Arirang Radio application, which you can download from your app store, or watch the program on Arirang TV. If you're in the Jeju area, tune in to 88.7 in Jeju City, 88.1 in Seogwipo City, or 101.9 in the Daejeong area. If you're in Busan, you can listen from BEFM 90.5, and in the Kijang, Noksan, Jeongwan areas, tune in to 103.3. You can also join us on our YouTube live stream. The channel is Arirang Radio K-pop. And if you miss any of these, don't worry. You can catch the radio rerun at 2 a.m. KST every day. Don't forget, there are exclusive episodes on Saturday and Sunday at 11 a.m. KST only on Arirang Radio. Head to the Culture Crunch Send Messages board on the Arirang Radio website or email us at culturecruncharirang@gmail.com to send us your song requests and messages. Welcome back to Creme de la Creme here on Culture Crunch. Now today we are joined by the executive director of the International Ocean Film Festival, Cho Ha-na, joining us here in the studio. I do want to ask one question, and that is, as the festival's chairperson or executive director, what goals do you have or plans for the future? I'm sure, even though this year's is already done, you have already some thoughts about next year's and the future as well, correct?
Yes. I thought about expanding screening days could be my goal, but I changed my mind recently. Because not many people wouldn't like to come to theater for this festival. I need a lot of baits for it. So I decided to just, why not go for them?
Right.
So I'm going to school or any group that wanted to watch our ocean films, which give more educational parts. So that is kind of big challenge. That will be big challenge for me and need a lot of budget also. But thankfully from this year, we've got sponsor from 한국해양진흥공사.
Okay.
I should remember their names in English. But anyway, they really helped me a lot. So probably I will be able to do that from next year. So that is my big plan as well.
Right.
And also, according to, as I watch it, a lot of foreign international film festival, they do following their ocean project while doing project, and they're filming those process and then making it into film and then share it with our audience. So a lot of foreigners doing this, why not Korean? Because even we do have a very strong shipbuilding industry.
Right.
And we do have a great maritime
sure.
researches. If we could support their filming team, then record their whole project
Production
and make it into
project,
film, then we could maybe brag out to the world that we do have technology like this. Maybe a few years later. So that's one of my goal for next year and the future of International Ocean Film Festival.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely looking for, especially now because you said, and that really warms my heart a lot that you found such an incredible sponsor like the Korean Ocean Business Corporation, right? Sponsors, of course, can be a huge help in these sorts of things, and that definitely raises a lot of awareness as well. And the thing with, even huge film festivals like, the Busan International Film Festival or Jeonju International Film Festival, like these ones, they all had a starting point, and they all had, the same worries and concerns, and also the same experiences. So I can even you would see, I think, as the executive director, that your film festival every single year has gotten a little bit bigger, and then now you get one big step up with sponsors, and then it just keeps gonna keep growing this way over the years. So I'm really looking forward, and I promise you that I will be a part of it however way I can.
Yay!
Yeah, no, definitely.
It's recorded, right?
Yeah, it is. It's recorded. You can find this again on YouTube and the Arirang website shortly, but you can keep it. You can send it to me. Like, hey, you promised. Now, the 10th anniversary is coming up in 2028. Super exciting, right? Do you have a little bit of a spoiler about what's coming up? Is there anything special for the 10th anniversary?
이거 한국말로 얘기를 할게요.
예.
자, 이제 받아 적을 준비하세요.
네네.
계속해서 큰 꿈을 크고 있어요.
네네.
저희가 아까 말씀드렸던 것처럼 단순하게 관객과 만나는 것만 추진하는 건 아니고요.
네.
그리고 아까 말했던 여러 가지 다양한 사이드 이벤트를 통해서
네네.
더 많은 분들이 영화를 관람하고, 그리고 그 영화를 보면서 자신의 삶의 태도나 방향들이 달라질 수 있는 것들. 그래서 더 많은 사람들이 바다를 사랑할 수 있는 기회들을 만들기 위해서 많은 분들이 노력하고 있는데요. 예전에는 저희만 노력을 했다면
네네네.
이제는 많은 파트너들을 만들려고 해요.
오.
그러니까 뭐 어떤 해양 관련 수산물을 만드는 회사와 함께 코워크를 해서 다이닝 프로그램을 만든다든지. 네. Actually, this is undergoing for next year.
많이 커지겠네요.
그리고 어떤 아까 말씀드렸던 영화 제작 지원이라든지.
네네.
그리고 뭐 어떨 때 보면 나중에는 시나리오 제작 공모라든지 뭐 그런 걸 다양한 이벤트를 진행할 수 있겠죠. 그러니까 제가 영화를 전공하지 않았기 때문에 이건 좀 장점이라고 생각할 수 있는데요. 그 약간 컨텐츠적인 면에서 조금 더
네네.
어렵지 않게 접근을 하는 것
네네.
같아요. 그래서 영화라는 매개체를 활용할 수 있는 다양한 방법으로 영화제를 성장시키기 위한 많은 노력들을 준비하고 있습니다. 10주년은 진짜 클 거예요.
오.
조엘도 올 거거든요.
예, 그럼요.
그렇기 때문에 꼭 와주셨으면 좋겠어요.
Okay, so Ha-na did say that dreaming very big for the 10th anniversary and going forward, of course, the aforementioned side events, and that there's going to be a lot of opportunities to connect in a more strong way the audiences of these movies with the ocean. Lots of different opportunities, but one of the big things, is that the inclusion of partners. She doesn't have to be the only one who's going through it and working hard by herself. Dining programs, this sort of thing, a lot of different things like that, and the exposition of contents as well. So lots to look forward to in the 10th anniversary. I want to thank you so much for joining us here on Culture Crunch today. It has been an honor, and I am so looking forward to the 10th anniversary.
Thank you for having me here. It was such an honor to be here.
Well, I'll see
아리랑
you.
TV 나왔어.
Woo, yeah, I'll see you again soon, I think. We're going to be sending off today's guest with a song. This is a classic by Sonu Cho-ha, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Bye-bye.
난 어디든 있지 새로움이 있는 모든 곳에 난 모든 걸 마시지 나를 통해 시간이 흐르니 화려한 트렌드 뜨거운 지금 함께 휘몰아쳐도 I don't care 모든 건 두고 돌아요 부질없고 영원한 건 오직 하나뿐 깊이 갈라내 너도 알다시피 I'm classic 네가 감히 모르지 못할 곳 I'm classic 너가 감히 건들지 못할 소 I'm classic 난 꺾여도 향기 남기는 곳 I'm classic yeah I'm classic 자 내게 말해봐 너는 지금 뭘 좋아하는지 다 내게서 찾아봐 너의 취향이 변할 때 말이야 빠르게 쏟아지는 소리 네 마음도 어지러울 때 I don't care 더 멀리 헤매지 말고 내게 와 나는 답을 만들어 Like black and white 너도 알다시피 I'm classic 네가 감히 모르지 못할 곳 I'm classic 너가 감히 건들지 못할 소 I'm classic 난 꺾여도 향기 남기는 곳 I'm classic yeah I'm classic 손편지, 티타임, 어쿠스틱, 패시브, 유선 마이크, 스팟라이트, 마디바, 웬니 휴스턴
지나버린 게